December always had a way of feeling alive. The hum of markets, the laughter of children chasing kites, the sweet smell of chapatis and rain on dusty ground. That year everything seemed brighter. Maybe it was the holidays. Maybe it was Clement. I had just finished my second year of high school, and life finally felt like it was slowing down. My days were simple: helping my mother in the kitchen, visiting friends, going for evening walks through the fields. And then, as though it was part of the rhythm of my days, Clement started showing up again. He had changed. Gone was the shy boy who stammered when he spoke to me. The Clement who now stood by our gate had grown taller, his shoulders broader, his voice deeper. But his eyes, those warm, searching eyes, remained the same. "Natasha," he called one afternoon, smiling shyly. "You've grown." I laughed. "So have you. I almost didn't recognize you." We talked, awkward at first, then easily like no time had passed. He told me about his school, his debate club, the competitions he'd won. I told him about my new friends, the tough teachers, the endless assignments. But beneath all that talk, there was something else. Something that hung in the air between us, unspoken yet alive. Every evening that week, Clement found his way to our home. Sometimes he'd help me carry water from the well. Sometimes we'd just sit outside watching the sun dip behind the hills. The world felt still, like it was waiting for something to happen. Then came that December evening I'll never forget. The village had gathered for the Christmas carols at the community field. The sky was bruised with purple clouds, and lanterns swung gently in the breeze. I wore a simple blue dress, one my mother had sewn for me. Clement was already there, waiting near the mango tree. His white shirt crisp, his smile nervous. "Can we take a walk?" he asked softly. We walked away from the crowd, down the dusty road lined with acacia trees. The air was thick with the smell of rain and wildflowers. He was quiet for a long while, then finally stopped. "Natasha," he said, voice trembling slightly, "do you remember what I told you years ago? That one day you'd understand how much you mean to me." I nodded, my heart thudding so hard I could hear it in my ears. He took a deep breath. "That day is today." For a moment time froze. The crickets paused, the wind stilled, even my thoughts stopped moving. "I love you," he said, eyes locked on mine. I've tried to stop, to move on, to tell myself it's just school infatuation. But it's not. Every letter I wrote, every visit, it's always been you. I didn't know what to say. My lips parted but words failed. I could feel my pulse in my throat, my palms sweaty. He waited, silent and patient like he always was. Finally, I smiled nervously and said the only thing that came to mind. "Clement, you're crazy." He laughed softly, shaking his head. "Maybe. But I'm crazy about you." That night, I lay in bed replaying his words over and over. "I love you." 3 simple words. But they carried a weight I wasn't ready for. I didn't say it back. Not because I didn't care, but because I didn't know how. I was too young, too unsure. Yet deep down something shifted inside me. The girl who once thought love was just a movie thing suddenly understood why people wrote songs and cried at farewells. That December, Clement's confession planted a seed. One that would grow, stretch, and one day test everything I thought I knew about love.